Hey, what's up guys? Preston here with Citizen Response. Got another video coming to you guys today talking about these guys right here, the MAGGUTS Plus 2 extensions for the P365X and P365XL. Alright guys, so what we got here is my P365X with some new upgrades that I'll be talking about in the future, but the focus of today's video are these guys specifically right here. What it is a replacement base plate as well as a replacement spring for the standard mags for the P365X and P365XL. What this gives you is an additional 2 rounds of capacity at the exchange of a tiny little bit extra on the base plate when compared to the standard base plate. I initially was wary of any aftermarket modifications to magazines, but I know some reputable instructors that vouch for these pretty well, so thought I'd give them a shot myself. Full transparency before we talk about my experience with these mag extensions real quick. These were sent to me by MAGGUTS. I requested a few to test out for myself, because just because other people say something is good does not mean that it's going to work. I've had a lot of personal experience with that in the shooting world. So they were kind enough to send me out 2 to test. I have one reserved as a carry mag and another reserved as a training mag, which we'll get into in a sec. Guys, like I mentioned, I've got 2 of these magazines. I've got one that I reserved as a carry magazine and the other that has taken the brunt of the training. So the carry magazine has right at around 300 rounds through it with the extension on it just to ensure reliability and function. In this particular magazine, haven't had any malfunctions with this mag whatsoever. Now this one has been the one that has taken the overwhelming majority of the abuse. I've got, as of the recording of this video, 1,480 rounds, so right at around that 1,500 round mark through this magazine alone. And I'm happy to report I have not had one single malfunction. I've used these magazines at competitions. I've used, most of the use has been out personal training, and actually the facility that I shoot at, the private range that I shoot at, has concrete in a lot of the bays, so a lot of these have been dropped on the ground and I haven't had any issues. But super cool. I think that's a very, very high round count for any individual piece. I think anything that can make it 500 to 1,000 rounds without any significant malfunctions would be good to go in a carry piece. So I think it's safe to say, at least from my personal small sample size anecdotal experience, that these are good to go not only for training but for concealed carry use as well. It's difficult for me to think of any cons with this setup. What we got here is a gun that went from 12+1, so 13 rounds, to 14+1 or 15 rounds. And a gun this size, this shootable, I think that this is unmatched as the best carry gun that you could have. Now, one potential downside, one potential con I could see, if you were going for ultimate concealability, you have a really hard time concealing the gun based on your build and the way that you carry. That extra length that you get from the extension may be problematic for you. For me, it has not been, and actually I like it because when I wrap my support hand in, it allows me a little bit of extra grip with my support hand pinky as I'm grinding and rolling that grip in. So just something to take into account. The normal magazine does sit completely flush with the magwell. This one does not. All right guys, that's all I got for you today. We got just a quick review of these MAGGUTS Plus 2 extensions. I think they're an amazing little tool, little add-on upgrade, whatever you want to call it, that puts your 13 round gun up into the range of a 15 round gun. For such a small compact package, puts you on par capacity wise with like a Glock 19 and a gun that is much smaller, much slimmer, and much easier and comfortable to conceal. So I think these are a great addition. I think you should give them a shot. Guys, as always, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope the information that I put out was informative and useful to you. You should still get out, test these things for yourself, make sure it runs reliably in your gun. But now we get on to the final portion of the video. Guys, now it's 2023. I know a lot of you guys, as I have in the past, been very lukewarm in my faith. I think this year could provide a great opportunity for you. Let's read the Bible cover to cover. I think if you are new in your faith, it's an amazing thing that you should do to have a full encapsulatory view of the gospel, so you can truly understand what it means to be a Christian, what God's promises are from the Old Testament and how they were fulfilled by Christ in the New Testament. If you are interested, I will send you a 1-year chronological Bible. You read a little chunk every day and you will finish it in 365 days. Just shoot me an email at citizenresponse1@gmail.com, or shoot me a DM over on Instagram. I've sent out a lot of these. I'm still continuing to send them out. So if you're interested, just hit me up and I will send you one. Guys, as always, get out there, train hard, stay safe.